Burrito. Flour tortilla wrapped around rice, beans, meat, cheese and salsa. Originated in northern Mexico near the US border in the early 1900s. The word burrito means little donkey in Spanish. Nobody knows why. Popular theory says the rolled shape resembles donkey's ear. Chipotle revolutionized burritos in 1993 with assembly line format. Customers watch ingredients added in front of them. That transparency changed fast casual dining entirely. Mission-style burrito from San Francisco is massive, often over 1 pound. Breakfast burritos add eggs and potatoes. Wet burritos get covered in sauce and cheese like enchiladas. Chipotle serves over 1 million burritos daily. The aluminum foil wrapping keeps everything hot and contained. A properly wrapped burrito should not leak or fall apart when eaten. Spring roll. Two completely different foods share this name. Vietnamese spring rolls are fresh, not fried. Rice paper wrapped around shrimp, pork, lettuce, rice noodles and herbs. Served cold with peanut sauce, called goi quan in Vietnamese. Chinese spring rolls are fried crispy. Wheat wrapper filled with vegetables and sometimes meat. Deep fried until golden. Served hot with sweet and sour sauce. Originally eaten during Spring Festival celebrating Chinese New Year. That's where the name comes from. Vietnamese and Chinese versions are so different they shouldn't share a name but somehow do. Fresh spring rolls are light and healthy. Fried spring rolls are crispy and indulgent. Both are correct. Both are delicious. Neither country will give up the name. Shawama wrap. Middle Eastern street food using vertical rotisserie. Lamb, chicken or beef stacked on a vertical spit. Meat rotates slowly while cooking. Outer layer gets crispy and flavorful. Cook shaves thin slices directly into pita or flatbread. Add tahini, hummus, pickles and vegetables. Wrap everything tightly. The vertical cooking method originated in Ottoman Empire, spreading across Middle East. Related to Greek gyro and Turkish doner kebab. All three use vertical rotisserie, but different meats and seasonings. Arabs insist shawarma came first. Greeks claim gyro is original. Turks say doner invented the technique. Nobody agrees. The argument continues while millions eat shawarma daily, now found globally in every major city. Egg roll, American invention pretending to be Chinese, does not exist in China. Created by Chinese immigrants in New York City in the 1930s. Wheat wrapper filled with cabbage, pork and vegetables. Deep fried until crispy and golden. Served with duck sauce or sweet and sour sauce. Much larger and thicker than Chinese spring rolls. The name egg roll suggests eggs in the wrapper. Most recipes don't actually include eggs. Some use egg wash for sealing, but that's it. Became staple of American Chinese restaurant menus. Every Chinese takeout order includes egg rolls. China has never heard of them. Americans don't care. The egg roll represents American adaptation of Chinese food more than actual Chinese cuisine. Lumpia, Filipino spring roll with Spanish colonial influence. Thinner and smaller than Chinese egg rolls. Wheat or rice paper wrapper filled with vegetables, pork or shrimp. Fresh lumpia served at room temperature with sweet peanut sauce. A fried lumpia, called lumpiang Shanghai, are crispy and golden. The name comes from Chinese word for spring roll, filtered through centuries of Spanish colonization. Spain controlled Philippines for over 300 years. Chinese traders brought spring rolls. Filipinos adapted them, creating unique version. Now lumpia is Filipino national food. Every celebration includes lumpia. Every family has secret recipe. Filipinos consider it theirs despite Chinese origin. The adaptation is so complete most Filipinos don't know the Chinese connection. Kati roll. Kolkata street food wrapping spiced meat in paratha flatbread. Invented in 1932 at Nizam's restaurant in Kolkata, when British customers wanted to eat kebabs without getting hands dirty. The restaurant wrapped kebabs in paratha, creating the kati roll. Kati means stick, referring to skewers used for kebabs. Now kati rolls use chicken, lamb, paneer or egg, marinated meat grilled until charred and smoky, wrapped in paratha with onions, chilies and chutney. The paratha is often cooked with egg, creating flaky layers. Kolkata street vendors sell thousands daily. The rolls spread across India and globally. New York has dedicated kati roll restaurants. London has multiple chains. One Kolkata innovation became global street food phenomenon. Nem Quan, Vietnamese fresh spring roll, also called summer roll. Rice paper soaked briefly in water until pliable, filled with shrimp, pork, vermicelli noodles, lettuce, herbs and sometimes mango. Rolled tightly, creating translucent wrapper showing ingredients inside. Served at room temperature with hoisin peanut sauce or fish sauce. Different from goi quan, which uses different herbs and no mango. The rice paper must be soaked perfectly. Too short and it tears. Too long and it becomes sticky mess. Rolling technique requires practice. First-timers usually tear several wrappers before succeeding. Street vendors in Vietnam roll hundreds daily with perfect consistency. Each region has slight variations. Hanoi version differs from Saigon. Both insist theirs is correct. Enchilada, Mexican rolled tortilla covered in chili sauce and baked. Completely different from burrito despite similar appearance. Burritos are wrapped and eaten by hand. Enchiladas are covered in sauce and eaten with fork. Corn tortillas dipped in chili sauce to soften them, filled with cheese, chicken or beef, rolled tightly, placed in baking dish, covered with more sauce and cheese, baked until bubbly and hot. Red enchiladas use red chili sauce. Green enchiladas use green tomatillo sauce. Mole enchiladas use chocolate chili mole sauce. The sauce defines the enchilada. Without sauce, it's just a rolled taco. Tex-Mex versions are heavier with more cheese. Mexican versions are lighter, focusing on sauce flavor. Both claim authenticity. Cannoli, Sicilian dessert roll that's fried pastry tube filled with sweet ricotta. The shell is made from flour, sugar, wine and lard rolled thin and wrapped around metal tubes, deep fried until crispy and golden, cooled completely then filled with sweetened ricotta mixed with chocolate chips, candied fruit or pistachios. Must be filled immediately before serving or shell gets soggy. Sicilian bakeries refuse to fill cannoli in advance. Customers wait while baker fills each one fresh. The name means little tubes in Italian. Originated in Palermo, Sicily during Arab rule around 1000 AD. Arabs brought fried pastry technique. Sicilians added ricotta filling. Now cannoli is global Italian dessert symbol. Filling should be cold and creamy. Shell should be crispy and light. Popia, Singaporean and Malaysian fresh spring roll from Peranakan Chinese culture. Thin, crepe-like wrapper made from wheat flour, filled with jicama, bean sprouts, lettuce, egg, tofu, and sometimes shrimp or crab. The filling is cooked first, then cooled. Sweet sauce and chili paste spread on wrapper before adding filling, rolled tightly and cut into sections, served at room temperature. The jicama gives unique, sweet, crunchy texture different from Vietnamese spring rolls. Peranakan Chinese are descendants of Chinese immigrants who married Malays, creating fusion culture. Popia represents that cultural blend perfectly. Chinese technique, Malay ingredients, unique Southeast Asian creation. Every family guards their sauce recipe. Commercial versions pale compared to homemade popia from Peranakan grandmothers.